Hey guys, this is Deeflash and we're back with another video. This week we're going to take a look at the dynamic tube and the different ways we can use it on our music to apply saturation and distortion effects. Let's drop it on our track. And the way that the dynamic tube works is it's an effect that takes the incoming audio and processes it as if it's going through a tube amplifier. So what it does is that the end result is that you end up getting some saturation and also some distortion on your sound. So what we've got it right now on is a bass line. So I'm going to solo that and we'll play without it. Okay, so now we're going to apply some tube distortion. And we're going to raise the drive on it. And what the drive is like turning up the gain on an amplifier. So that just amplifies the signal as it's going through the tube. And then we'll turn up the bias. And what the bias is how much of the saturation is applied to the signal. So now you can start to hear that effect on it where it's starting to break up a bit. It's got a bit of a dirtier sound. And what we have is three different amp models, or tube models. So A is kind of a subtle and less dramatic effect. C is a much more dramatic sound and dramatic effect. And then B is right in between the two. So if we bring this back a little bit. Now what the envelope does is it controls how much of the bias is turned up based on the audio coming in. So we could actually say, okay, as the signal gets louder, apply more bias to it so that it distorts more. And then your attack just says how long after the audio comes in does that effect get applied. And the release is how long after the audio goes through does it get reduced back or returned back to normal. And then your tone just controls where the saturation occurs. It can either occur in the highs or it can occur in the lows, and that's what the negative signals reflect. And then your output is how much of the signal after it goes through there is amplified or turned up. It doesn't actually apply any more distortion to it, it just brings the signal up. So that's it on a bass line. Let's put it on some keys and hear how that sounds. So actually we'll delete this, turn up our keys, and we'll drop the tube on there. We'll give it the middle model, turn up the drive. Now what we can do is say we want just the tail of the keys to be distorted, not the whole thing. We can bring this down and bring our envelope up. And then we raise the attack so that it comes in where we want it. So now you can hear how the keys when they hit are cleaner than when the distortion, when you get the tail of the keys. And our dry wet signal just controls how much of the clean signal comes through and how much of the distorted signal goes out. We can even apply this on our percussion if we want. Or on our snare. Or one thing that we could do is put it right on our master channel and just apply some warmth to the overall channel. And then one hidden parameter is we can actually put this in high quality mode. And that just causes you to have less aliasing between the sound, and that also will increase your CPU load. It's not much for my laptop, just goes up about 2%. But if you have a bunch of these loaded in high quality mode, you will see that. That's the dynamic tube. Make sure you check out the rest of the videos where we cover things like the auto filter, auto pan, beat repeat, chorus, and compressor. And make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss the next videos where we go through EQ8 and EQ3 and all the other effects that come with Ableton. Well, I hope this was helpful and I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for checking it out.